Hi there, friends. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jeff Haniewich. It is 9:30 here on this, Mark and Lauren, it's Tuesday, right? It's Tuesday evening. Tomorrow, of course, is Wednesday. Today has been an interesting day. If you're watching us in the NRV, the Roanoke Valley, Lynchburg, and Southside, you really haven't seen much. The Highlands, you've seen a lot. West Virginia, we've seen a lot of nasty weather. We've had 2 tornado warnings pushing through Greenbrier County, West Virginia, and also Pocahontas County. Thankfully, as that cell moved to the east into the Commonwealth, it did produce a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings in the Highlands, but thankfully the tornadic activity really weakened as that cell moved from West Virginia into the Commonwealth. By the way, if you'd like to leave any comments or questions on this Appcast, feel free to do so on WSLS.com. Of course, we do have a Weather Authority alert day in effect tonight into at least the first part of the day tomorrow. All this because of a strong, potent cold front that will be swinging through here later tonight into the first part of Wednesday. You need to know that the Storm Prediction Center has many of us in a level 2 risk for severe weather later tonight into tomorrow morning. The level 2 risk is for areas in yellow. That's called a slight risk, and a level 1 risk or a marginal risk for areas in green. So what are the threats we're looking at here later tonight into tomorrow morning? Strong wind gusts is going to be the main threat. Okay, damaging wind in any cell that becomes discrete or supercellular, which means basically it's alone. It's not in a line, but it's alone. Any supercell could certainly produce damaging wind, potentially also some large hail. And while the threat is low, the threat is not zero for a stray tornado to form here again between the hours of about 4 or 5 a.m. through about maybe noon or 1 p.m. Come tomorrow. Flash flooding will need to be monitored, but the ground is pretty dry and I think it can hold quite a bit of rain. All right, friends, let's take a look at the local view. And again, I stress to you, it is indeed pretty quiet right now. We did have a little cell pushing through the NRV earlier this evening, but the bulk of the showers and thunderstorms have been in areas along and north of Interstate 64 earlier this afternoon into the early evening hours. But again, we are not done. Look at what's going on in West Virginia. Look at all that rain towards Charleston and Parkersburg. As we brought in the scope here, look at all the showers and thunderstorms from Ohio south towards the Gulf Coast. All these showers and thunderstorms that you see to the west are heading to the east. And as that happens, as this front moves to the east, our chance for more rain and thunderstorms will increase here as we head later tonight into the first part of the day on Wednesday. So let's talk about Future Tracker. At 11 p.m., I still think we're for the most part dry, maybe a couple of showers by then. It's really after midnight where we may start to see a few more thunderstorms developing. And then it's again between about maybe 3 and 4 a.m. through about noon or 1 p.m. tomorrow, where we're going to have another bona fide chance to see some pretty nasty weather. This is 4 a.m. and at that point in time, we could certainly have some stronger thunderstorms around, especially in areas south of Highway 460. As we continue to go through time, we could have more showers and thunderstorms as we head into Wednesday morning. There could be certainly a line of thunder showers that develop Wednesday morning, ending as we head into the early afternoon hours of Wednesday. So I am cautiously optimistic that by about 1 or 1:30 tomorrow, the chance for rain and thunderstorms will certainly go away. We may even close out the day Wednesday with some sunshine. However, as that front pulls away, it's going to pull in colder air. The winds are going to increase, and then we have some wraparound moisture to contend with, and that will start Wednesday night and be with us into Thursday. Look at this wraparound moisture with me. Come tomorrow night, we could have a few rain and or snow showers in the mountains. Look what happens closer to daybreak on Thursday. Woo! We're going from the 80s today, the 80s in some areas today, to temperatures below freezing, or at least feeling below freezing in the mountains come Thursday morning. That's not a very long time away, okay? So again, we are looking at west slope snow showers possible for us Wednesday night, Thursday, potentially even lingering into Friday. I think the Highlands and the NRV certainly have the best chance for some snow showers. Further to the east, you're going to be a little warmer. Therefore, Lynchburg south side, it's mainly just going to be an isolated rain shower or two. But again, west slopes could certainly see some snow showers here for us Wednesday night through Friday with a light accumulation possible, especially as you head, say, towards Snowshoe and Mount Rogers, areas that are really high up in elevation, could certainly see some snowfall accumulation. But again, it's not going to certainly be much in the lower terrain of the mountains. You're going to see snowflakes, maybe a coating in a couple of spots. But again, you need to be pretty high up to have any sort of bona fide snowfall accumulation Wednesday night through about Friday. But overall, it does look as though on Thursday there's about a 30 to 40% chance for some light precipitation. Chance for precipitation higher in the mountains, lower towards the Piedmont. And of course, I again need to remind you, Thursday and Friday will be very, very chilly. We are going from the 80s today into the 60s tomorrow, into the lower 50s for some folks by Thursday and Friday. Some areas of the mountains may not get out of the 40s here late this week. And all this is because of this front that's pushing through here. This front that will be entering our neck of the woods overnight tonight into Wednesday is going to pull in some colder air from the northwest. We're going to have temperatures dropping big time later this week. We're going to have the winds increasing, so it's going to be quite blustery outside. Look, it felt every bit like almost summertime out there today in some areas. Felt like it yesterday, too. It's going to feel every bit like winter here later this week. Again, we talked about that chance for west slope snow showers as we look from Wednesday night through about Friday. By Saturday, high pressure is going to come in, rule the roost, and high pressure is going to make for a very, very nice weekend. We'll talk about that here in just a little bit. All right, friends, we've got something called snow squalls in the forecast for Thursday and Friday, especially into the higher elevations. What is that? Well, a snow squall is defined as a scattered and quick bout of snow showers. Okay, so it's the type of thing where it could be snowing in Monterey up in Highland County, but you head towards Bluegrass in Highland County, and it's dry and pretty sunny. Snow squalls are usually come in very thin bands, and in between these snow squalls, you get breaks of clear sky in between. Also, when you have a snow squall, you get gusty wind and at times even limited visibility. Yes, the cold air returns for everybody this week. The snow showers are mainly going to be confined towards the mountains, especially into the higher elevations, but the cold and wind going to be felt by everybody in the viewing area, such that by Thursday morning, we're looking at overnight lows in the 30s to near 40. By Friday morning, overnight lows are in the 30s everywhere. Oh, and by the way, with the winds very strong here later this week, it's going to feel like the 20s in some areas Thursday morning, and then again on Friday morning, especially as you get up again into the higher elevations. So cold air returns for us later this week. Pretty short-lived. By the weekend, temperatures start to go back up again. All right, I know after the last couple of days with temperatures so warm, the urge to plant is there, okay? Don't do it yet, okay? Do not plant just yet. We're going to turn way cold as we head later this week. Keep in mind that the average last freeze in Lynchburg and in Danville does not usually happen until April 9th. In Roanoke, it happens around April the 13th, and in Blacksburg, it happens around April the 30th. So please fight that urge to plant. Don't do it because, again, we're turning quite cold. Temperatures will be below freezing in quite a few areas here as we head into Thursday night into Friday morning. So, again, fight that urge. Maybe by next week you can maybe start to plant a little bit, but don't do it yet. Winds right now anywhere between about 5 and 10 miles per hour. Winds are not playing a huge role in our forecast right now. That being said, when we get some thunderstorms to roll overhead later tonight into tomorrow, obviously one of the things we'll be watching very closely will be the threat for some strong damaging winds. So the winds right now fairly calm. They strengthen later, okay? And even when we have cold frontal passage, when that front pushes through here tomorrow around midday into the early afternoon hours, behind that front, we're still going to have some wind around. And on Thursday, we're looking at wind gusts anywhere between about 20 and 45 miles per hour. So the winds are going to be something else for us on Thursday. A very, very blustery day headed our way on Thursday. Again, we're looking at wind gusts between 20 and 45 miles per hour. The wind should weaken a little bit by Friday into Saturday, but even late this week on Friday, the winds may still be elevated. Right now at 9:38, it is 63 in Hot Springs, 68 Wytheville, 71 in Blacksburg, 67 in Roanoke, and you're in the middle 70s across Southside. It's pretty balmy out there. It's even a little bit on the humid side out there. This warmth will, I think, allow for some destabilization to occur here later tonight into tomorrow morning. When this front gets here, it's going to have some energy to work with, and that is one of the reasons why we were thinking a couple storms could certainly pack a punch for us here late tonight into tomorrow morning. So for tonight, more showers and thunderstorms move in, especially beyond midnight. Okay, I don't think a lot is going to happen over the next couple of hours. I think we're going to start to see more development here well after midnight, like after 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Overnight lows tonight in the 50s and low to mid mid-60s. For the day tomorrow, the rain, the thunderstorms eventually taper off. Late in the day, may start to see some sunshine, but we're turning colder with temperatures dropping later tomorrow. In addition to that, the winds will pick up. High temperatures tomorrow in the higher terrain, 50s. Most of us are in the 60s. Southeast, you could hit the low to mid 70s. Regardless, temperatures go way down on Thursday and Friday, anywhere between 51 and 54 Thursday and Friday. Temperatures rebound a bit Saturday, anywhere between about 55 and 57. And then Sunday, we're up to 65. Sunday looks really pretty. Monday, Tuesday next week, highs again climb between 70 and 75. We are looking at pretty quiet weather Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Great news. Of course, it's race weekend in Martinsville this weekend. The weather looks to be phenomenal. Okay, let's hope the weather doesn't change. Let's hope the forecast doesn't change. But for now, the weather looks absolutely fantastic for race weekend in Martinsville Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, we're going to put in that 20% chance for a couple of showers. Of course, on Monday, we've got the Great American Total Solar Eclipse. We're going to, I think, see a pretty good sight here. We're not going to have totality here in Southwest Virginia, but we're going to have about 85% coverage area, and that should still put up a good show. I just hope that we don't have a whole lot of cloud cover on Monday, because if we have clouds, that will certainly impact your viewing of the solar eclipse. We'll have to see what happens as the time draws nearer, but for now, we'll call Monday and Tuesday partly sunny with a few showers possible. All right, current time is 9:41, and joining me is my good friend Lauren. Lauren, are there any questions that I can answer right now before we kind of just regroup and go over what to expect later tonight again? No questions. Okay, let's go back, and what we're going to do, we're going to start at the beginning just so you can see what we're tracking here. We're tracking a very potent cold front, a very strong cold front that will likely be pushing through here again late tonight, starting late tonight, and moving through all the way through tomorrow morning. All right, there's future tracker. This is what we're watching, okay? Again, we have had some isolated showers and thunderstorms throughout the day today. Without question, the zone that had the worst weather, the highlands. We're watching more showers and thunderstorms to the west. These are progressing to the north and to the east, and as they move to the north and to the east, we're going to certainly see more showers and thunderstorms developing here after about 2-3 a.m., lasting through about maybe 1 p.m. tomorrow. So again, all these showers and thunderstorms associated with this front still have to move through here. I don't think we're necessarily going to have a hugely enormous widespread coverage area of showers and thunderstorms, but you need to know that there's going to be plenty of instability for these storms to work with as they get closer to us. So please stay weather aware tonight, as we could have certainly a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings issued from the National Weather Service. Main threats again later tonight into tomorrow morning. Again, we're looking at the time frame roughly 3 or 4 a.m. through about maybe noon or 1 p.m. We're looking at the threat for wind, hail, and while the threat is low, the threat for a stray tornado is not zero. All right, current time is 9:42. We'll be back here for your 11 o'clock newscast in about an hour and 15 minutes from now. We do hope to see you then. We, of course, have this Weather Authority alert day that will likely be canceled anytime between about noon and 1 tomorrow. Until then, please stay tuned to your local weather authority. We will keep you ahead of the storm. Have a great night, friends.